Between smelling each cologne, refresh your palate with something strong, like coffee or tea. Max & Sons Parfum is here to help you feel and smell your absolute best. If you are new in this channel, don't forget to like, leave a comment, subscribe, and smash that bell button to keep you updated. Let's get started. Pricing, the economics of perfumes. More money does not necessarily mean a better fragrance. Some of the most popular fragrances of the past 100 years were relatively cheap formulas. It is possible to mix expensive raw materials and end up with a smelly mess. One of the biggest drivers of price is the amount of perfume oil concentrate a fragrance contains. Although, often what you end up paying for is the marketing cost and the image associated with a brand rather than the cost of raw materials comprising the scent. Major brands create perfumes that are part science and part marketing. They have a familiar feel to all their perfumes. Ralph Lauren perfumes, for instance, are made to have a family of familiar scents. If you've worn one for a decade, the newest Polo perfumes should feel comfortable to you, even if it's not the same scent you are accustomed to. Linear versus non-linear fragrances. Some fragrances will smell the same to you or on you from the initial spray up until you wash it off. These are called linear fragrances. Others, called non-linear, will change and go through the layers of notes over time. Most quality fragrances will have the fragrance life cycle as stated above. Oftentimes, low-cost fragrance manufacturers won't invest in this complicated orchestration of scents. Thus, one of the easiest ways to identify a cheap perfume is that it smells the same the entire time it's worn. However, there are quality linear fragrances, as they do have their purposes. At work, I may want to just have a citrusy clean smell all day instead of citrus that then turns into a musky leather after lunch. Contrast this to a date night where I might want a nice inoffensive fresh citrus that transitions into a smooth vanilla lavender as we end the evening. The two types of fragrances, design and niche. Designer fragrances are what you will see in most stores. These fragrances, made by companies like Armani, Chanel, Burberry, and other designer brands, cost between $25 and $150 a bottle. These fragrances tend to be mass-produced, and are designed for mass consumption. They are made for a wide-reaching audience and are typically safer, meaning they stay away from strong reactions. They also tend to be made from cheaper materials to save costs and enable volume production. Niche fragrances are made from more expensive, higher-quality ingredients usually. These are the perfumes created by industry artists, made for a more selective customer who wishes to wear something distinctively bold or unique. These fragrances will not always have the universal appeal of a designer fragrance. Instead, they accept not everyone will like their bold scents. They are sought out by the fragrance aficionado who wants to push the boundaries. They typically cost over $50 and can go into the multiple hundreds. How to select and buy the right perfume for you. Scientific studies suggest that a man can naturally select the perfumes that work best with his natural body scent. Let me stress this point: you are the best person to determine which scent suits you. Don't let others choose for you. There is a reason why gift scents sit unused for years. Instead, use the opinions of others to reinforce or question your decision. Only if multiple people tell you your scent is off, or a poor choice, should you try something else. Also, don't blind buy, which is when you purchase a cologne on someone's recommendation without trying it yourself. The best method to find a new fragrance is to test if the perfume complements your natural body odor in person over a period of a day. Department stores are great for this purpose, just ensure you don't buy until ready. It's easy to fall for the first note. The maximum number of scents to try at once is 4, although I recommend only 2, 1 each arm if you're just starting out. Here are some tips when trying new perfume to buy. 1. Spray 1 scent on each wrist and each inner elbow if going for 4. 2. Avoid the cards the department store provides to smell the colognes. They enable you to only smell the top notes and not how it smells on you. Remember, this is a chemistry experiment. 3. Between smelling each cologne, refresh your palate with something strong, like coffee or tea. 4. Try to smell all the notes. As we have explained, you can expect the scent to change over the next few hours. 5. Walk around the department store and smell the fragrances at various intervals. Take notes on your phone or journal as to which you like and why. 6. Purchase a bottle of your winner and start to wear. Wearing a fragrance is a process, not a destination. Many men end up owning and loving dozens of scents, so don't feel you have to get it perfect with your first or 10th buy. Which size fragrance bottle should you buy? Fragrances come in many different bottle sizes, but they usually range from 1 ounce to 3, 4 ounces, or even bigger bottles as well. If you are new to fragrances, buy the smaller bottles simply because it is a lower risk. You don't know how often you will be wearing it, and your tastes will probably change once you get the chance to smell different scents. Fragrances do not last forever on the shelf. Rapid heat fluctuations like those found in most bathrooms will cause the molecules in a fragrance to break apart. Sunlight does the same thing, so avoid windowsill storage. Extend the lifespan of your fragrance by storing it in cool, dark, dry environments. Bedroom closets are a great place. Rules for fragrance application. We've all been around men who use too much cologne. The scent is overwhelming and off-putting. You can easily avoid this mistake by learning how to apply fragrances properly and judiciously. Spray perfume on dry skin, preferably right after a shower. Hold the spray nozzle 3-6 inches from your skin while applying. Start light. If you're new to wearing fragrances, start with 1 single spray on your chest. As you become more comfortable and knowledgeable about how to wear cologne properly, you can branch out to a few more sprays in different areas. Apply fragrance to heat areas. Your body heat will push the scent throughout the day, creating a nice scent trail commonly called sillage. Start with the warmest parts of your body: chest, neck, lower jaw, wrist, forearm, inner elbow, shoulder. Do not spray on all these points at the same time. Start with 1 and then as you learn the scent, spray 2-3 other spots. Here are some helpful tips when applying your favorite perfume. Respray only when required. You can add more sprays to your wrists depending on how long the scent lasts. For most this will be in the second half of the day. Don't kill the note. Rubbing the perfume into the skin seems a sensible thing to do. In reality, it breaks the molecular bond, making the scent weaker. Don't spray and walk. Spraying a fragrance in the air and walking through the mist is worthless. Most of the fragrance drops straight to the floor. Don't spray fragrance on your clothes. In this case, the fragrance isn't allowed to mix with your oils, and hence it can't naturally go through the stages of notes as it should. Also, the oils in a fragrance will stain many fabrics. Don't splash. If you are applying cologne from a regular bottle, take 1 finger and press it against the opening of your bottle and then tip it over gently. Dab onto the parts of the body as described. Less is more. Fragrance should be discovered, not announced. People who are close by should be able to smell your cologne, but not be overpowered by it alone. Thank you for watching. Max & Sons Parfum. If you like this video, share it with your friends. To start smelling absolutely gorgeous. Don't forget to like, put any comments regarding your concern in perfumes and fragrances, and we're happy to answer you or do a video for you. Subscribe and hit that bell for you not to miss any of my contents uploaded every week. See you again next time. Max & Sons Parfum. Even the goddess will fall.